coach, Guy Whittingham. Guy, well done, back to winning ways after 3 games without a win. Had to work hard for it, but did you deserve that in the end?
Well, you could say we did and we didn't. I think you're always happy when you win, and you're always happy when you put in I think the word's grinding performance today, and it's a word we use a lot and put on the board. That we had to do that today. We found ourselves under a lot of pressure second half, a lot of balls being pumped into our box, and with Carmo Fasson getting man of the match, it shows that he got his head on a lot of things as well as the other defenders.
They came and put me behind the ball first half. Some quite pleasing moves, but just that one piece of clinical creativity. Lovely ball by Billy Clark and a cool finish from Mike James.
Yeah, Billy's one of those creative players that can open defences up, and he did that with his pass. But I have to say, I think Mike Jones took his goal extremely well. Really calm head, took around the goalkeeper and slotting.
As you mentioned, second half put pressure on you, but bodies in the way at one end. On the other end, disappointed you didn't sort of finish the game off because you had some really promising counter-attacks at times.
Yeah, we did. We got in some good positions, and that's something that we urge the players to do, is to be a bit more ruthless when the ball's breaking for us. And I think we made some better decisions second half, but the ball was bobbling around and we couldn't manage to get a shot off. But take nothing away from the performance, as in grinding out a result. It's a great result to have a 1-0 with a clean sheet. That's what you're after.
Of course, it's after sort of 3 games without a win, and you just sort of got a more than deserved draw in your last home game here. It just gives you a lift, doesn't it? Because after you kind of felt like maybe lost a bit of that momentum you'd had after those initial 4 games back in action. Yeah,
we did. We had a long break, and then to come back in and win the games we won straight away was a huge achievement. So to like you say, to get back to winning ways is good timing as well, with a tough game coming up.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously there's all the talks always been of the playoffs. I mean, they still on. I mean, did you sort of look behind you at all, particularly with draw, if you like, victories returning to draws?
Well, we still, you got to look above you and see what's possible. You've only got to look at Sheffield United, to think that before they've gone on that terrific run of 10 wins, I think, and seven victories in the league, conceding only 1 goal, I believe. Then the run they've gone on, before that they were losing left, right, and centre. So anything's possible. You've just got to believe it's capable, and you can do it.
Of course, one thing you won't lack is momentum with the games coming thick and fast. Let's say Tuesday night, massive game here against Wolves.
Yeah, one that we should really look forward to. I believe it's going to be a full house. Should be a really good atmosphere, and these are the games that you're in football for, to take on the team that's the best in your league at the time, and to go and prove that we're not a bad little outfit ourselves.
Yeah, and you mentioned yourselves at the end there. I mean, it's almost fairy tale, isn't it? You go back a few years, the thought of Crawley and Wolves now meeting as equals.
Yeah, sure. I mean, this club's come a long way in a short amount of time, but like I said before, anything's possible. We've got the league leaders coming here on Tuesday night, and we're looking forward to it.
It's former club heels as well. A couple of loan spurs there. One of them particularly successful.
Yeah, no, it's a great club, a really good club with great supporters, and Kenny Jackett's really got the fire in at the moment, and so we know it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, what about Kenny? Because they were in free fall in the summer. They looked to be slipping down the league. Total disarray. Got for 3 managers last season. That was a really astute appointment, wasn't it? For just steadying the ship. Fantastic
appointment for a club they are, because they are a huge club. Great backing, and they've got a manager in there who's been there, seen it and done it, and he's producing the goods for all the supporters now. And like I said, we're looking forward to having them down here.
Because you not only played for Wolves, you played for Villa as well, so you know what it's like to play for the big clubs in the Midlands. I mean, how important is it for supporters' pride that at the very least they get back into the Championship?
Well, it's important, in any derby you have. If you're going into work and there's supporters of the opposition in and around you, which in the Midlands there's supporters in every area, so you want to go in knowing that you're top dog for the day and can take the mick out of your work compatriots.
And word back on Crawley, it talks about the playoffs, just the general one you've got to come. Obviously, it is a difficult one. You're having to make changes. Couple today. I mean, obviously you'd like to become a more settled side. Just so you can actually take a bit more of a look at some of these players, I guess.
Well, it's we've got to make sure the energy levels stay high, because we've got a lot of games. So that's where we've got to make sure that everybody's looked after. Any little knocks and bruises. You had Matt Tubbs today, and Andy Jury just starting to feel things. So there's a lot of games to go. We've still got 14 games, which is just under a third of the season. So we've got to make sure we've got everybody available to the end of the season.
I say, does that just hinder you though, saying you might like to take a particular player for half a dozen games in a row, but I guess that's not possible at the moment.
Well, I think it's it's a case of if the match situation allows us, but we can see them in training. They're doing all right.
Well done, as I say, and just finally, still plenty of games to come, but still plenty to look forward to.
Oh, lots to look forward to. Yeah, I mean, we've got some nice weather. We've got green pitches. We've got plenty of football to play. So, of course, we're in this business and we enjoy doing that.
Well done today, Guy. Next time.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.